Hello everybody, Germ here, and I am mentally diseased. And I'm in Seattle, and it's been beautiful until the last 10 minutes, and it's been raining a little bit. You might see some spots on my clothes.
Yeah.
I'm here with Jordan Johnson, the artist formerly known as JW Rebuttal. You are the first exJW that I've ever met.
What do you think so far?
I can't stand him.
So glad you're going home tomorrow.
I know. So I have never actually met other exJWs before. Weirdly enough, I've known about meetups for a long time, but I always kind of avoided them because I still had that old JW thinking about apostates and exJWs, how they're all just bitter and angry, and I just didn't think it'd be a very good time meeting up with witnesses and just complaining about Watchtower for hours. It didn't sound like a lot of fun to me. But I heard about exJW cruises and I love the idea of it. I love cruising anyway. I love to travel, especially since I left Jehovah's Witnesses and now I have the freedom to fully enjoy a cruise. You know, I can drink all I want, sleep in on a Saturday and Sunday, not even realize that it's Saturday or Sunday, just be completely lost in time on a boat and hang out with other ex-witnesses and complain a little bit about Watchtower and have a whole bunch of fun when we're not complaining about Watchtower. So when I found out about this cruise, I signed up right away. This whole trip has just been diving headlong into exJW meetup world for me. The cruise left out of Seattle, and I have quite a few friends in Seattle, so I met up with a lot of people that I've known online, but was meeting for the very first time. I met up with Jordan Johnson, and we spent a whole day together exploring the mountains in Washington. I think we went to Leavenworth, and we had an exJW meetup in Seattle, met a lot of people there, had a lot of fun, and now I'm on a cruise with a bunch of exJWs. This will be an interesting cruise. I'm a little bit nervous. I feel like this cruise could go either one of two ways. I might meet a lot of friends, have a great time, or what I'm more expecting is that I'll meet a bunch of people that I don't like very much, or, you know, we just don't get along. Maybe we'll meet each other real quick on day one today and avoid each other the rest of the cruise. Or maybe we'll be stuck with each other the rest of the cruise and hate each other the whole time. I don't know. I'm really nervous, but we're here, we're on a cruise, and you know what, no matter how it goes, I'm on a cruise, and I'm going to Alaska, and it's gonna be fun no matter what. So let's see how it goes. Alaska, and I just found a Masonic temple. Oh, what a lovely little town. Thank God there's no Jehovah's Witnesses here. Look how busy they are on their cell phones. What were they doing on their phones?
Oh, they're just texting people.
Lazy. I'm about to go flying, and I am scared to death. Glacier before they're all gone. So Christian and Katya of the YouTube channel Living the Second Chance were also on the cruise for their 10th wedding anniversary. It was the perfect setting and opportunity for them to start fresh, without the shadow of Watchtower looming over their original vows. Okay, so I am here with Chrissy Campbell and Lisa Balistreri.
Yay!
Did I get that right?
Yes.
Yay! They are the admins of the exJW cruise group. You've been an activist for a while in the Facebook groups.
A quiet activist.
Right. You've done women's groups.
Yes.
Prior to this.
Yes.
So what led from women's groups to cruise groups? Was there a need there that you felt needed filled?
So I wouldn't have met you if it wasn't for Facebook, right?
Right.
Okay, so we're friends.
Yeah.
Right? You're like cool shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't have met Lisa, right? So we do that, support each other during the exit. But then on a week like this week, we can kind of let our hair down together and be us together, right?
Yeah.
And the Facebook persona is left at shore, right?
Yeah.
Right? And we're us.
Absolutely.
And this is the only place where you can do that. It doesn't matter what the Facebook group is, because I'm not Chrissy Campbell today, right? I'm your friend today.
She's my friend, not Chrissy Campbell.
Right.
She's my friend.
You don't get more real than. What are we drinking here? This is. What is this?
This is a Moscow Mule.
It's a Moscow Mule.
No one that watches me will be surprised.
To put the personable piece together.
Yeah.
So we can support each other, right? So somebody who left last week, right? And they've just lost their family. That's tragic. Sorry. And we can support each other through those moments.
Yeah.
But then to get together informally, socially, in this kind of venue where we've got, you know, the ocean right there, right? We've been watching whales for days, right?
Yeah.
Where we can just kind of let our hair down and be us.
Yeah.
No persona, no
Right.
Facebook profile. This is just raw. This is who we are.
Yeah.
That's
And what's
that's
really
kind
nice
of what
too
started
is,
this.
you know, about meetup groups and you meet people
Yes.
for an hour, 2 hours. But on the cruise you get to spend, you know, 5-7 days, and you really get to see who you click with, who, you know, you make those bonds. And everyone so far I've met on a cruise has been to some extent a friend for life.
Yes.
And there's nothing like that. And it's probably the best venue I've seen for exJWs to get to know each other so far.
I was a little bit nervous that the whole trip would be complaining about Watchtower. Like we'd spend that's all the talk would be about. And that didn't
That's
sound
the
like
last
a lot
thing we
of
talk
fun to
about.
me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend a vacation complaining about Watchtower. The first night we got to know each other, and maybe we shared our stories so that we got our common ground. But since then, it's just been having fun. Yeah.
And getting to know each other as people.
Exactly.
People post Watchtower influence, and that's the important part.
Exactly.
And don't forget, we had a renewal of vows.
Yes, we did.
On
And
this
you officiated a wedding. Who do you think you are?
I'm a wedding officiant.
The woman over here, and she didn't have a napkin over her head or nothing.
No, I sure didn't.
She just did it.
I even prayed in front of men.
It was beautiful though. You did a great
Isn't that
job.
great?
Yeah, I definitely think that everybody on this cruise, I'll keep up with for a long time. We've spent a week
Right?
together, and you know,
Yeah.
we've gotten to know like what we don't like about each other. And but
Wait, what?
but we know how to deal with that, you know. And I think that everyone on this cruise I'll be good friends with for a long time after this.
You better be.
I guess I better be. So if anyone's looking into this now for the future, what's like the kind of price point?
I try to keep it at about $1,000 a person when I'm
Okay.
pricing it, but you know, obviously with this particular one, we far exceeded that.
Right.
But then we got all the perks that this particular cruise line has.
Yeah, so-
it's the whole package.
So we're looking at a price range of about a thousand-ish. Am I hearing that right?
All encompassing.
1,000-ish
Per person.
per person. They do it twice a year, and you will also always make sure that you're getting the best deal. So for like this trip in particular, it was one of those situations where there was kind of a better deal elsewhere, and you shifted people around.
If it saves them $200,
Right.
$200 is a lot of money. That's
It
a
sure
lot
is.
of sweatshirts you can buy in Huna.
That is for sure.
More
It's
sweatshirts in
at
Juno.
least, at least 3 shirts.
Yeah.
At least 3.
But 10 in Juno.
I think since we're all exJWs, we understand how hard we've worked for our money.
Yes.
And so it really is a personal mission to us that
Yes.
we make sure that we're not, you know, we're not letting anyone get gouged where we can. We're making sure moving people, finding the best deals, and letting people know that, okay, get ready, we're going to have this great deal come out. Now's the time if you want to go on our cruise.
Yep.
And then, you know, we do make some commission. That commission goes back into the cruise for the cruisers.
It
We
totally
create
does.
that. We're not making money off of this cruise. We're doing something because these are our people.
Yep.
So we don't do that other places, by the way. We just do
Nope.
that for the
Only
exJWs.
this. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a wedding today.
Yeah.
How
We had a
spectacular
great
was
wedding.
that?
Yeah.
So if you're going to give something back to our cruisers, give a wedding, right?
I
Absolutely.
hope we have more weddings. I loved every minute
Yeah.
of that.
I know,
Yeah.
right? It was pretty special.
This is a great program that they've put together. This is my first trip on it. I'm really enjoying it. I highly recommend it for anyone else that's wanting to see the world and travel for cheap and meet other people with similar backgrounds to you. So where can we find you?
At the Facebook group,
Facebook group. It's called
exJW Cruise Group.
You can't get much simpler than that, right? So definitely look them up. They're sailing out of New Orleans next in February.
February?
And
And the price point for that is well under $500 a person to get on that cruise,
Yes.
by the way.
under $500 a person for New Orleans in February. So there you go, and they'll probably have a second one later in next year,
August, September.
August, September.
Yep.
So keep a lookout for them, and I'll probably be going on another one of these cruises. So
Hope so.
Yay!
yes, we can all hang out. Alright, so it's time to go home now, which is a very bittersweet thing for me. I'm happy because I miss my home. It's been a long trip. I'm tired. I miss my bed and my cats, so I'm excited to go home. But it's also kind of sad because I've made a lot of friends on this cruise that feel like family. Overall, I had a really good time, and I'm really glad that I did this. There were a lot of different personalities there, a lot of people with different experiences. For instance, there was a wonderful couple on the cruise, Jerry and Patricia. Loved them. They'd been out since the 70s, and he was actually an ex-Bethelite. He was in Bethel in the 60s, so he had a lot of really fun stories to share. It's cool to meet with other exJWs and see that there is happiness after leaving, and you can move on and have a good time. We were talking about how when you're in the organization, they always talk about how we're all united as a spiritual brotherhood, and how a lot of times we found that wasn't actually the case. I think it's important to acknowledge that even though we have a lot of problems with the organization itself, there were a lot of really good people in the organization that were in it for that spiritual brotherhood. And you know, there were people in the organization that were in it for all the right reasons, and they stood for all of the things that we wanted the organization to be. And those people still exist in the exJW community. I'd say that the exJW community is comprised largely of those good, honest witnesses that just want to love other people and do the right thing and be kind to one another. You know, this was really cool to go on a trip and always have someone to do something with, and to do it with people that I otherwise would never hang out with. I never would have hung out with Jerry or Patricia, or, you know, like, no offense to any of those people, but without that common background, you know, we never cross paths. So it's great to be able to make friends that I wouldn't have otherwise. And you do get that with meetups as well, for sure. But the cruise experience was really unique in that we were with each other for a week. So we really got to build a really strong bond. Really got to know each other and just feel like family so much. But not only that, but we were able to make new memories out of the experience. We had fun together. We went whale watching and saw a glacier, and that's really cool to be able to do that. So overall, I do recommend. I know that it's not an easy thing for a lot of people to do, but if you can do it, I think it's definitely something to add to your bucket list. I'm definitely gonna try and go for another one in the future. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope to see you on a cruise someday.
Are we recording now?
We're recording now.
You might want to pause that shit.
No, I'll edit it out.
This is
I cannot believe it was not recording. Have I had that many Moscow mules?
Knock yourself out there, buddy.
Oh, just the worst.
At least now you can get balustrade, right?
Balustrade.